Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. The Conjuring House made another post, and I sort of skimmed it, but I'm going to read you everything so you guys are kind of aware of what's going on with the house, because I'm sure a lot of you people, just like me, are fans, huge fans of the Conjuring House. It's just right now it's going through its own really bundled up package of shit and drama and all that great stuff, and it's all helmed by the owner. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at her most recent post. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and I'll give you guys my thoughts, of course, during and after the video. Just like the last time, I'm just gonna read you the post, give you guys my honest thoughts. Let me have a sip of coffee really quick. All right, The Conjuring House. Like the previous bots, which is a big thing for Jacqueline right now, is that everybody's a bot to her. Everybody who disagrees with what she's doing or speaks up is a bot. They're not real. They're just figments or hackers or whatever have you. Like the previous bots, it did not take long for people to jump on the Looney Tune insanity bandwagon, did it? Just know that slander and threats against a business are illegal in Rhode Island and under federal law. So there she goes, swinging her lawsuits again. That's no surprise. She's always throwing around her lawsuits, which don't really hold too much weight because I have yet to see someone get sued over this. Thank you for your hateful lies, of which the truth you know nothing of. I know that these crimes are being investigated and further comments being noted anyway. Here is the post to the Boston Police Department. I am not crazy, Police Department in Boston, Massachusetts. What is so threatening to you? I have the First Amendment right to freedom of speech, of which I may speak of what I've been told by numerous sources. I also have the right to post videos of things to be seen and heard. That's true, but people have the right to be concerned also. People have the right to speak up when they want to speak up. You do not control what people say. You're very hypocritical in what you say here. If I had to be blunt with you, everything you have said, you criticize everybody else of doing. It seems like the Boston Police Department might have shown up. It sounds like they actually showed up. I do not know who instigated this. Do not send officers from the Boston Police Department to my house 30 minutes or so, or even for that matter, of one of my posts here on Facebook. Please also remind your police department that it is illegal for officers to open the door to enter my house when I have not granted permission for access. What was your precipitating evidence to warrant such egregious acts? I am Jacqueline Nunez, the owner of the Conjuring House. Your hashtag stop police brutality. First off, just because you're the owner of the Conjuring House, that does not make it okay for you to just say whatever you want. Like, yes, you have the freedom of speech, but you are throwing around fucking lawsuits as if you're throwing them around like breath mints. I mean, you're just handing them out. You're like, oh, here's a lawsuit for you. Here's a lawsuit for you. How dare you speak to me about that? And look, if all these people are bots, how are you going to sue them? Like, how are you going to, come on now. Know what you're even talking about. I really don't even know if you know what you're talking about. Police brutality? What an actual insult for people who actually have to deal with real police brutality. You have no proof that these officers walked into your house. If you do, maybe you should have posted it, because all we can do is take your word for it. Unless you have the actual physical proof that officers just waltzed right into your house, you shouldn't be saying this shit online. This could probably get you in some serious shit, Jacqueline. And it don't matter if you're the owner of the Conjuring House or not. You are accusing them of police brutality. They could get your ass for that. What are you doing? What are you doing? You remind me of one of those people who gets pulled over for you're breaking the obvious law. You get pulled over and you pull out your phone and you start recording the officers saying, oh no, you can't ask me for that. I didn't do nothing wrong. No, I'm recording this. You're going to be all over the internet. That's kind of how you come off right now. Again, there are real people out there who have to deal with some unfortunate, true criminal acts by police officers. And for you to even suggest that because people are concerned about your mental state, I just think it's insulting. And you're passing out lawsuits again because you just can't handle the fact that what you've posted is just non-rational. It is out there. It's unhinged. It makes no sense. And you're wondering why they're trying to knock on your door asking if you're okay or whatever have you, whatever they did. I don't know. I don't get too much information. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes here, but For me, I think you should have just kept this offline. I think this was a bad move to make a post about the Boston Police Department and accusing them of police brutality. If you don't have the proof to back it, you could get in some serious shit right here. Is only expressing her opinion for everyone's perspective right of speech, Jacqueline? You know, like you said, it is a sad post, so what evidence do you really have? Yeah, you haven't even provided evidence, so you're just kind of going around and speaking a bunch of nonsense. This is really a bad look right here. I mean, the whole thing is a bad look. This whole fucking process, this whole story, this arc, this could be a manga. I feel like literally every time, no joke, we dive into one of these Conjuring House posts, I feel like it should almost be like, what's gonna happen on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z kind of shit. Will the police show up at her house? Will someone finally get sued? Such craziness. Every time, it feels like it gets just weirder and weirder and even more bizarre. I believe the unraveling is coming to an end. She shouldn't be alone at this point. It's getting pretty bad. I wanted to come visit, but it sounds like a lot of drama, and it's taking away from my experience. Unfortunately, Tracy, that's just gonna happen now. Until there is a new owner in that location, I would stay the fuck clear away. I wouldn't even go near this place as long as this person is involved. And I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm actually saying this because genuinely, you do need help. And maybe, hearing this from people online is not the greatest feeling of things. And maybe you're in such denial about it. But at this rate, you are going to have the law more involved now than I think ever before. Like, for this, all we could have known, this was just something where people were just trying to get the police department to go check on you and make sure you're really okay. But now you're online accusing them of police brutality, apparently walking into her house, which if they actually did enter her house without permission or a warrant or anything like that, they shouldn't just be walking into her property. That's just a given. You can't just say this shit without video evidence or something. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think this is just insanely getting out of hand? Things need to happen here. Things need to happen. I think her calling out the police department is really gonna get something stirred here. I mean, this really shouldn't surprise me because she accused Jason Hawes of an assassination attempt. Hell, even if the police never showed up and you made a post like this just because you want attention, something tells me they really did show up. But like, seriously, this could get you in some serious shit. Because I'm concerned about her. I'm very much concerned. And whether she wants to believe that or not, whether she wants to believe anybody actually is concerned with her, it's there. There is a concern for your health. And I don't think you being on social media and just making these posts are helping you in the slightest. You need to seriously take a step back, get off the internet, and just take some breaths. Get out of that house, do something. Go to your normal house and just relax or something, but get away. Sell the house or something, please. It's cool. Yes, you own the Conjuring house. Bravo, that's awesome. Not everybody can say that. But that doesn't put you above anybody. And it doesn't make it okay for you to sit there and complain and attack people for having an opinion when you yourself preach about freedom of speech and opinions. I find it just so aggravating. The hypocrisy here is almost off the charts. My God, making a Dragon Ball Z reference, it's over 9,000, man.
Throwing down, coming after. If you can't stay, can't start.